everybody. Welcome back to my talk show. Let's talk about with Richa. And today we have an amazing woman, a businesswoman who I met in England. And I'm so honored and so happy that you're here. Thank you, Aarti Sharma ji, for your time and that you are present here with your good grace. Could you tell my audience a little bit about yourself?
First of all, thank you so much, Richa, for having me here. And we have been planning this for a while now.
Yes.
And the day we met, we found some similar synergies and the contact, that kind of connection. And when you came to Delhi, it was a blast.
Yeah, it was something. I'm so happy that you're bringing that up because it was a heart-to-heart connection instantly, but it was even deeper when we met in India. Yeah, so true. So please tell us, you are so stylish, you are so beautiful. And when I met you in London, the first thing was like, wow, what an image, with your clothes and everything. And it was so beautiful to see the grace and the way you were carrying the dresses and everything. So please tell us a little bit about yourself and how can we join with your, grace. How can we become as graceful as you?
Richa, I would thank you so much for the compliment, and I would simply say that walk the talk.
Okay.
So, since I'm an image consultant, so dressing appropriately, dressing gracefully, elegantly comes naturally to me. Yet I would say whatever is visible that, it is a natural thing, it has a lot of hard work. There's a lot of hard work which is put behind it. And we all understand the art of dressing. You, me, everybody, all human beings. Richard, do you know that we human beings have a beauty bias, psychological beauty bias?
Okay.
Whether we know it or we don't know it, but psychologically, we get attracted to beautiful things.
Yes.
For example, if you want to plan a vacation, where would you like to go?
A beautiful place.
Of course. Thing. You would buy something which you find beautiful.
Yes.
If something is not plated beautifully, some food stuff, even then you don't feel like even eating it. So when you have something presented in an attractive way, we naturally get attracted to it.
Yeah.
That is the importance of beauty in life. And when I say beauty, so that includes your inner beauty as well as outer beauty, which you would agree with me that the outer polishing would not be sustainable if it doesn't come from within.
True. Very true. And it's not just because that saying has been there for a long time, that is the inner beauty that people is attracted to. Beauty comes from within. That's what,
Yes,
saying is.
absolutely. And on that note, let me tell you, you are looking so beautiful today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely curls, lovely natural hair.
Of course, I was going to meet like an image consultant. I had to, freshen up and getting dressed, and I was excited about it. I actually like, getting dressed up. But I have to say that I was so inspired what you were wearing. And of course, as you said, we had a heart-to-heart connection, but it was the awe, the combination of the Indo-Western, the way it was designed, the beautiful colors, and all of that was what attracted me. It is often what we see first is attract us, right? So I am also very attracted by colors. And I live in Europe and Scandinavia, where often there is the color black is chosen over everything, in the business settings and everything. Dark blue, brown, gray, these are the colors which are not my colors. So when I saw you with, but you had this beautiful balance of colors. Can you tell us a little bit about about your image consultancy and about the way you work with the images and people?
So just like you said that when you had to meet me today, you put a little more aware and you are dressing appropriately for the people that you are meeting. You must dress authentically, something which resonates with your personality. If you are not feeling comfortable and you are just wearing it because it's fashionable, that will not look appropriate for you. You cannot carry that off well. So we must dress, and I give a secret, which is, I'm going to give it out right now for all the audience. So I always give, so do you play cards, Richa?
Yeah.
Okay, you know about cards?
Yeah.
The game of cards?
Yeah.
You know, in the cards, we have 4 A's.
Yeah.
4 aces.
Yeah.
And anybody who has 4 aces becomes the winner.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to give you 4 aces of image management today.
Wow.
And that's going to help you and all our viewers and listeners today. These 4 aces are appropriate, authentic, artistic, and affordable.
Yes. I
That
think the
means
last one is very important. Just give me 1 second. One silent. That is an amazing tip that you have given. But I think what hit me the most, the two things, authentic and affordable. Artistic, I love that. But I think it hits very close to heart, because not everybody can afford to wear everything, professional clothes and so on. And people think that if I'm going to an image consultant, then I might have to use a lot of money bought for their services, and they will always style me in expensive clothes.
that is the difference between a stylist and an image consultant.
Okay.
A stylist is somebody who would recommend you fashionable clothes, what is going on, what is trendy in today's time. Whereas an image consultant considers your role and your goals. I would give you help you to find your own personal style, which is in alignment with your inner self and also which is in alignment with your future goals. So that we can create a style which is timeless.
Yes.
And as you say that you are so fond of colors. Now there are people, so there are 2 kinds of colors. If I want to categorize, make it simple for people, neutral colors and accent colors. Neutral colors are black, white, gray, and any dull and muted tone. Whereas accent colors are brighter colors which have full intensity. To make life easy for people, I always tell them keep the neutral colors as the base and add accent colors as a pop-up. And if you are going to attend an event, then it's entirely your choice. Like when we go for events and when we go for functions, then we can experiment. Yet in professional setting, we always like that people are dressed up in neutral colors and with a little bit of pop-up of bright colors. So that is how we create a balance.
Wow. Wow, I'm learning so much and I love it. And yes, this distinction between a stylist and an image consultant. I remember when I was talking to you in England, you had this that you really get to know your clients and then you bring forward their personality through, first, and then you set their image, how to dress according to their personality. And you mentioned something also, that you also work with Gita, what is in the Gita. And so could you tell us a little bit about that? Because that is very exciting for me.
Okay, so let me tell you what an image consultant does. I help people develop their inner strengths and then reflect it on the outside by working on A, appearance, B, behavior, and C, communication, which is A, B, and C of image management. When I say appearance, that means your clothing, grooming, body language, colors, what cuts would suit your body shape, that is for appearance. When I say behavior, that means, first of all, our outer behavior is the reflection of our mindset and inner attitude. Then we work on that. And to work on that, now this helps me because I have a prior experience of Bhagavad Gita. So from there, the knowledge comes, and then I help people develop their inner strengths, their inner personality first, and then reflect it on the outside. And Richa, you would agree with me that communication is the backbone of all relationships, whether personal or professional.
Correct, correct, correct.
So we talk about how to communicate professionally, how to be more assertive, how to find your balance between being assertive and staying silent at times, because at times silence also plays a great role. Silence speaks much more than words. Then it also includes your visual communication, your body language, how you express yourself, what kind of facial expressions you are giving, how are you making others feel comfortable around you. So all that. So as an image consultant, it is not just about dressing and grooming. It is about developing yourself, creating a new version for yourself. So it's a holistic approach.
Yeah, amazing. It's amazing. Again, I'm learning so much, and it's very exciting. And I see that how important all of these aspects are when we are um, working with people who are in professional line, especially. I work with a lot of women, and until now, I never, told them to, dress that way when they are in any setting. But now I see the reason why maybe I should also, tell, either refer them to you or somebody and tell them, because it comes from within, and you feel more comfortable. I always dress professionally when I'm going out, and any business, if there is any possibility for business, I always dress accordingly, because it gives me that confidence, and plan.
And I would suggest to you that you must tell your clients or all those who meet, because there's a power in each piece of clothing that we adorn. Every piece of clothing that is hanging in your wardrobe has some power attached to it. And when you wear it, the power gets transferred to you. That is the reason why some of the clothes, they make us feel so powerful. We feel so confident.
Yes.
And then there are some clothes, for example, if you're wearing pajamas all day and you are wearing t-shirts, and they make you feel lethargic.
Yeah. Or
when you get up,
you're not in that, I love my pajamas when I'm at home. The first thing I do, I change my clothes, because I want to be that homey mother, wife, that kind of in that kind of energy and mindset. So yes, when you think about it, you are so right that it brings you an energy and brings you a kind of a mindset with it. So yes, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. So what made you start this? Was there any turning point in your life where you said, okay, now this is what I'm going to go for? How did you come up with the decision to work with this?
Okay, so that's beautiful. This is the question which is closest to my heart. So Richa, I was very young. I was just 28 when I was exposed to this divine knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And from there, I was so mesmerized. In fact, I can never forget that day in my life when I was exposed to this divine knowledge. And that was in 2002. And I never looked back after that. I started completely immersing myself in the knowledge. And it was so powerful that it started showing amazing results. I started giving sessions on it. People started joining in. Yet, it was not my professional choice. It has always been for helping others or for discussions, to create a bond, and it was just a way of life. So then came the time when my children were planning to study abroad for their future. And that is the time when I realized that, now I'll be having too much time at my hand. Because all my life, I had always been a homemaker. Taking them to classes was my life, and making them study. I was a very, very strict mother, in the sense that I was very particular about studies. So that's all my life revolved around my children. But when I came to know that they both plan to study abroad, the elder one is in USA and the younger one is in Canada. So I just thought that I must reinvent myself. And then I took inspiration from whom other than Lord Krishna. He's the epitome of image management. The way he walks, the way he talks, the way he accessorizes with a more punk and a Vajayanti mala, and his robes are so attractive.
True.
So from there, taking the inspiration, and that I got myself certified in whatever is needed in the real world. And I'm an internationally certified image consultant. I have a Scottish certification in soft skills. And from there, I started taking it up professionally. And since then, God has been very kind. I've been able to add transformation in the lives of thousands of people who have benefited from the program, where I help them find their true selves and find their true personal style, help them build their communication and reach to their goals faster.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so inspiring to see how you get inspired, but also how you transformed it. Because also I want to ask you from because I'm curious, but also a lot of my clients will be very curious. When you bring this forward to companies, you work with a lot of top level management and leaders and so on. When you bring that to them, how do you present that, or how do they react? Do they come to you because they realize they need to change their image, or is it you that approach and say, your company needs a new image?
So, very good question, Richa. So, in today's time, any organization understand the importance of employee engagement. It's not, see, employees are not working only for money.
No.
Gone are the days when people were looking at only the pay package. Now, wherever they work, they need to supplement. They need to be supplemented with some kind of soft skills, because see, hard skills everybody has today. Everybody is educated, whether you are an engineer or a CA, everybody would have the similar kind of hard skills. But what is the distinguishing factor? That is your soft skill. And especially when you go to the C-suite, or when you are at a mid-managerial to top managerial positions, now more than your hard skills, what they need are their people skill.
Correct.
How they present themselves, what kind of image they create, as they are, especially in the client-facing roles. They are the brand ambassadors of the organization.
Correct.
And it becomes mandatory for the company to align their employees' image with the image of the organization.
Nice.
So then they approach us directly. So we help them. First of all, we have a discussion. We have a training need analysis, where we find out the need. What are the areas? What are the gap areas where we need to work? If it is communication, whether it is negotiation, whether it is executive presence, the leadership presence. As you would agree with me, Richa, if you look at any leader, they have their own unique style.
Correct.
And people associate them with the style, and it becomes so much more easier for them to influence others. See, an integral part of leadership is influencing. And if they have their own personal style, if they know how to communicate, you must have seen, Richa, how some people just by entry to a room owns the energy of the room.
Correct. Yes.
And that is their executive presence.
Yeah. Wow. That is so, it must be so fun to work with these kind of things and see the result and getting feedback, that must be adding so much, yeah, that must be
absolutely. I would love to add to this. So yesterday only, so I have a client, she's in Pennsylvania. She's an African American. And she bought the phase 1 from me and the phase 2, and she had a great transformation. And after the program, she said, Aarti, I just wish I could ask my daughters to join it. So I said, why don't you ask them? But as you know, children don't listen to parents at times.
No.
So what she did, so her daughter is at a very high position in finance, and she gifted my program to her on her birthday.
Acha, very nice. That's a
nice. And in the first session, of course, when you are not, when it's gifted to you, you don't realize the importance. In the first session, daughter was kind of, okay, it's a program, I'm here to experiment. And after 2 sessions only, this client of mine, Beatrice, sent me a heartfelt message early in the morning saying that, Aarti, the first time in life, my daughter Heather said that, Mom, I'm happy.
Oh.
I was able to implement some of the techniques which Aarti told me in my professional life, and I feel much more calmer.
Yeah.
So you see, Richa, within 2 sessions only, she could implement that. And I would say, this is my biggest takeaway. And this is what makes me keep going
Yeah.
and going. And,
Yeah.
this is what I
Amazing.
work for.
It feels so because I have a saying that my client's success is my success. So if my clients are having success, I automatically feel very successful. So my question to you is, how do you define success?
For me, success doesn't mean reaching a destination. I say, if I am able to earn that much, I'll be successful. Or if I become the CEO of this organization, I'll be successful. I feel that success is defined as taking the right action in the direction of your goals. Every day, if you are taking that right action, if you are taking one step, if you're going one step towards your goal, then I think that day is successful. And when you put together all these successful days, that make a successful life.
Successful life. Yes, amazing. Thank you for sharing that. So you do a lot of different things and you did satsang, and I just have to say, it was amazing. It was magical that we were able to come to the satsang and start the year so beautifully, with that satsang. But you do satsang, you connect with people, you do a lot of, connection in a different way, and then you have this image consultancy and you do a lot of things. So how do you manage your time?
Very good question. I'm going to tell you a secret. My day has 48 hours and not 24.
Oh, wow. You don't sleep.
No, I sleep so well. God has been so kind. The moment I hit my bed, I'm gone.
Yeah, me
And once
too.
I'm gone, I don't know what is happening around in the world. So, I'll give you a very small tip. And see, even if you have 24 hours in a day, and nobody can give you the gift of time, but today I can give you a gift of time. And I would say that from today onwards, you have 24 hours plus 10 minutes. And the technique we applied is get up just 10 minutes earlier. I'm not asking you to get up at 5, 4, or I'm not going to tell you a difficult morning routine. Just get up 10 minutes earlier than your normal time. And those 10 minutes are your gift to yourself. And those first 10 minutes of the day, invest in yourself. And I'm going to tell you what you do in those 10 minutes. First of all, the moment you get up, smile. Smile that we've been given another day. Smile intently. When you smile intently and you make that your first thing in the morning, that means you are giving the universe a signal that, I'm happy. And the universe gives you more opportunities to be happier.
Correct. Wow.
And after smiling, whatever you want to pay gratitude, you want to remember your Lord, whatever you want to do, I want you to sit quietly for 10 minutes, have some water, and just absorb everything. Now those 10 minutes are yours, whether you want to plan for the day, that is fine. If you want to think about what all happened in the last day, you want to write it in a journal, entirely your choice. You want to chant Om, that is your choice. You want to do some breathing exercises, that is entirely your choice. But start your day with a smile, and this 10 minutes, this is my gift to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I truly agree with you. From January, after I came back from India, I've given myself not just 10 minutes, but almost 2 hours, at least 1.5 hours every morning. I wake up earlier than before, naturally. So that means my gift to myself is something that I've chosen, very consciously. And the other gift to myself after the meditation is that I'm definitely going to learn for 1 hour every day, something new. Listen to a book or read a book or, learn something and then implement it if I can.
Very good.
and be inspired. So that is, and then after that, I work or talk to my children or something like that. But then I have that time for myself and nothing else. And it has truly made me much more happy. And yes, I do feel that I'm more hours in the day than usually I used to have. But yes. Is there any specific routine or some secrets you have to stay healthy that you want to
Okay,
share with
so one is that I'm a vegetarian
us?
and I'm a foodie
Yeah.
and I like to eat everything,
Uh-huh.
not just healthy food, but sometimes I love to eat junk also. So that keeps your digestive tract fit.
Yeah.
And I take lots and lots of water. I keep myself so hydrated that and not only few liters, I always have this bottle around my desk and I keep refilling it again.
Mm,
Keep yourself hydrated. Eat just a little bit lesser than what you are hungry.
correct.
Just a little bit
Mm,
lesser. And one thing which works for me is that when now that we are growing or we are aging, so when you eat your last meal of the day much earlier than you sleep, that helps in the digestion.
yes,
These are
that's
the simple routines I follow. I don't follow any specific diet. I eat desi khana. This is what I love. So this
yes.
is my
I
secret.
was so lucky to share Indian food with you, traditional Indian food with you when I came to your
Yes,
office, and it was so good and really good. But
of course.
my challenge is obviously that I don't eat spicy
Yes,
food.
I
I don't eat
remember. I
spicy food,
remember.
yeah. But other than that, it was so delicious, freshly made, which is obviously when I go to my mother's place, I can always get like Indian traditional food, very freshly made. But in Norway, you don't have that, you know,
Fresh food.
yeah, not Indian fresh food. I mean, you can definitely have everything else, but Indian fresh food, you have to travel a little bit. It's not like we can get it from nearby the office and so on.
But you are still doing great. You cook for yourself. I think that is
Correct.
the best.
Correct. I have to cook for myself. We have to. Not
That's a
that I'm a
great
very
thing.
big cook. My husband, I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate, Aarti. My mother is an excellent cook. My husband is a very, very good cook. My
Yeah,
children
you told
like to
me
cook.
you are the luckiest woman on the earth when your husband is a good cook.
I am, and I'm so grateful. I don't need to cook because everybody else do it, but I know how to cook. If I have to cook, then obviously for the children when they were small, I always cooked. But if it is Indian food we are making in my house, then I'm the one who's cooking it. But still, I am very lucky. I am very, very blessed, but I think all of that support is what made me also be able to help others so much because one person cannot do everything. So
Absolutely, Richa, and I so agree with you. Alone, we are smart. Together, we are brilliant.
so true, so true. Okay, so there are so many women, young people who are have chosen to go this entrepreneur line. They chose this life and they just starting up. Do you have any advice for them? Any business advice for what they should look out for, or any advice for those who are starting up now, no matter age, but yeah.
There's one advice which I followed, and this I swear by it, and I tell it to everybody. And this is as simple as start before you are ready.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
you can never be ready enough. We all have dreams of starting our own entrepreneurial journey. I'll do that, I'll do this. And then we keep preparing for it, and the time flies away.
True. True.
And I would say that sometimes people come to me and say, Aarti, we want to do this. We are not getting clarity. I don't know how to do it. I don't know whether I want to do it or not. And I simply tell them that now the second thing. First is start before you are ready. The second one is clarity comes on the way.
Yes, I
It is
totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. You just have to take the first action. You have to
simple.
take the first step, and the road will be visible as you walk on it.
Absolutely. So just go for one step at a time, and you'll be able to get on the whole staircase.
Wow, this is so beautiful tips and advices. Thank you so much. So before we close up, how can people get in touch with you if there's somebody who needs your image consultancy and or just want to connect with you because you are such a lovely and beautiful person. So I bet a lot of my audience would just say, okay, how do I connect with Aarti ji?
Okay, so you can connect with me through any of my social media handles. So generally, I am at LinkedIn. So I have a beautiful community of more than 54,000 followers on LinkedIn, and that is where I meet all these lovely people. And
Yes.
I would love anybody who wants to connect with me, send me a personal message or through any social media handle. I'm there for you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Aarti ji, for spending time with us, sharing your story, and sharing all the good advice with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Richa, for having me here. And next time when you come to India, we are gonna have all that masaledar Indian khana. Of course,
Yes,
I'll try to make it less
definitely. I'm
spicy.
so excited, looking forward to it. Okay, guys, connect with Aarti ji on LinkedIn and other social media, which we will share here. Be kind to yourself and to others. Until next time, take care.
Bye bye.